My fellow travelers in the digital dominion, the spectacle of streamer drama once again unfolds before us like a Shakespearean tragedy set in the neon-lit Colosseum of the internet.
What streaming-related decision do you genuinely regret? Streaming-related decision do I genuinely regret? Man. Not much. Not much, to be honest. Streaming-related. I would say, you know what? Actually, I would say... Oh, you know what I would say? I would say the... Nah, not Mogul Mail. I would say the Destiny beef. I think I came out swinging. It was a very emotional outburst, which I don't usually do, but it happens a lot when I think people talk on my girl. But it is generally just a thing that makes my life a lot worse. So that's the only thing that I would... And not only my life, but like my girl's life. So it's like, if the goal is to like, you know, have her have a better life, I don't think I achieved it, you know? Because she still gets rando harassed by people because of it. You know, and like Duncan for Twitter likes, like, does it matter? No. But that's probably it. At least that I can recently think of.
Today, we turn our gaze upon none other than Ludwig, the golden boy of Twitch and YouTube, a man whose star ascended swiftly in the pantheon of streaming deities. Yet even celestial bodies can find themselves ensnared in the gravitational pull of discord, and so it is that Ludwig finds himself reflecting on his beef with Destiny, a figure as polarizing as he is prolific in the streaming world. This is no mere tiff, no passing squabble. Nay, what we have here is a collision of titanic personalities, a clash of ethos in the gladiatorial arena of online content creation. First, let us set the stage for this beef of magnanimous proportions. Ludwig, ever the charismatic and calculated entertainer, rarely succumbs to the maelstrom of personal drama that engulfs so many of his contemporaries. But when the tempest struck, it was swift and fierce, and Ludwig, much to his own surprise, allowed the storm of emotion to overtake him. The source of this ire? A series of interactions involving Destiny and Ludwig's significant other, which Ludwig, in a moment of uncharacteristic fury, perceived as a crossing of boundaries. Now, let us not mince words. Destiny, a veteran of online debate and controversy, is no stranger to these kinds of spats. His sharp tongue and intellectual tenacity have made him both a revered figure and a reviled one, depending on which corner of the internet you ask. For Ludwig, stepping into the ring with Destiny was like diving headfirst into a den of vipers, a treacherous affair that few emerged from unscathed. The beef ignited, and the internet watched with bated breath, eager for the ensuing fireworks. But alas, as Ludwig now reflects, this foray into the world of online drama was no victory lap. No, my friends, it was a Pyrrhic victory, if any victory at all. For in striking out against Destiny, Ludwig may have satisfied his immediate emotional urge, but the ripple effects of that decision have haunted him ever since. His significant other, thrust into the spotlight not by choice but by association, became collateral damage in this digital skirmish. The internet, that ravenous beast, never misses an opportunity to feed on controversy, and it sunk its teeth into Ludwig's life with abandon. In a moment of rare vulnerability, Ludwig now admits that this was a decision driven by emotion, not logic, a departure from his usual measured demeanor. And therein lies the crux of the regret. Ludwig, a man who prides himself on strategic thinking and content creation mastery, found himself out of his element, navigating the murky waters of personal drama and internet vitriol. The price? A heavy one, paid not just by him but by those he holds dear. Oh, but let us not ignore the wider implications of this beef. For this isn't just a spat between two content creators, this is a microcosm of the broader problem that plagues the streaming community at large. The very nature of the internet, with its parasocial relationships and anonymous masses, amplifies every slight, every misunderstanding, into a full-blown conflagration. And when the masses take sides, the battlefield is littered with more than just hurt feelings, it's littered with reputations, relationships, and mental health. Ludwig's reflection on this beef reveals a deeper truth about the streaming world. No one is truly immune to the toxicity that pervades the space. The more public your life becomes, the more vulnerable you are to the whims of internet mobs. Ludwig, who sought to protect his partner from the harsh glare of the spotlight, inadvertently made her a target for harassment. And here we see the tragic irony. The very act meant to defend her only intensified the onslaught. Yet, Ludwig's introspection also provides a lesson for us all. He admits that, in hindsight, the cost of engaging with destiny was far too great. Not because destiny is a formidable foe, but because the nature of the internet makes it nearly impossible to walk away from such confrontations unscathed. The trolls, the haters, the anonymous lurkers, they are always waiting in the wings, ready to capitalize on any misstep, and once they've sunk their claws in, they do not let go easily. But what of destiny in all this? He, too, plays a role in this grand drama. Destiny's brand is built on confrontation, on debate, on pushing the boundaries of discourse, often to uncomfortable extremes. To tangle with destiny is to invite chaos into your life, and Ludwig, whether he realized it at the time or not, opened the floodgates by engaging with him. Destiny thrives in the chaos, while Ludwig, a creator of a different ilk, finds himself regretting the entire episode. Oh, but my dear listeners, there is yet another layer to this drama. Twitch, YouTube, and the streaming platforms themselves play a role as the silent arbiters of these feuds. They provide the stage, the amplification, and the monetization of this very drama. The algorithms, hungry for engagement, reward controversy. They feed off it, perpetuate it, and in doing so, make it nearly impossible for creators like Ludwig to fully extricate themselves from the vortex of online drama once they are pulled in. As Ludwig contemplates this chapter in his streaming career, one thing becomes abundantly clear: the allure of clashing with figures like Destiny may be tempting in the heat of the moment, but the consequences are often far-reaching and, in many cases, irreparable. For Ludwig, this beef was not worth the emotional toll it took on him and those around him. The brief satisfaction of an emotional outburst paled in comparison to the ongoing harassment that followed. In conclusion, Ludwig's beef with Destiny stands as a cautionary tale for streamers and content creators everywhere. The internet is a volatile place, and while drama may provide short-term engagement, the long-term consequences can be devastating. Ludwig's decision to engage was not born of strategy, but of emotion, and that, as he now realizes, was the crux of his regret. For those who walk the path of content creation, let Ludwig's experience serve as a reminder: not every battle is worth fighting, especially when the cost is the very peace you seek to protect.